2011. It is 4:40. We are going to call this meeting to order of the Laverne Library Board. At this time, we need to determine our quorum, and we do have a quorum. And we also need to approve the minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes of the August 29th, 2011 regular meeting?
I motion that we approve the minutes for the last meeting.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Our order of business tonight, we have one order, and it is a motion to charge out-of-city or out-of-county patrons for library cards. What I'll need at this time is a motion of the way that you would like for this to go, and a second, and then we can open up for discussion.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion that we do not charge out-of-city county patrons for library cards at this time.
I second it.
Okay, we have a motion not to charge out-of-city or county patrons for library cards at this time, and then we have a second. And now we'll open up for discussion.
We had a lot of discussion at the workshop that primarily we decided that given the current state, given the current staff, the current software restrictions, we talked about limitations on the current staff, that there are other ways that we could try to raise additional funds for the library, that we may do some type of fundraisers or something throughout the year, and that we would do some other things to increase the participation from the patrons to even the members of the board. So I agree with that.
Do we have any other discussion?
If I recall correctly, this was brought up once before, and I vaguely remember that it would cost us around 10 grand to change the system.
It would be at least that. The software is very expensive
Yes.
to run.
And looking at the paperwork for, looks to me, less than 18% that are currently using it now out of county.
Yes.
And if we were to charge the high volume of $25 a card rather, it would take at least 2 years, if not longer, to regroup our expenses. Is that not correct?
And that's if we continue adding out-of-county or out-of-city patrons at the same rate. There's no guarantee that we will do that.
Correct. So, okay.
Do we have any other discussion at this time?
We did spend a lot of time discussing this, and like Fred said, due to the staff and everything else, we felt that doesn't mean we may never do this, but right now we do not feel it's the time to do it.
Any other discussion? Okay, so we have a motion on the floor to not charge out-of-city, out-of-county patrons for library cards at this time. And we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. And so you said no. Okay.
No.
I'm sorry. Let's do roll call.
Okay.
Mr. Gaston?
Aye.
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 And I vote aye. And so the motion carries. Our next workshop will be Thursday, November the 10th. And our next meeting will be Monday, November 14th. And at this time, with no further business, we adjourn the meeting.